We still have the other mysteries.
There's still plenty more to go.
Ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima.
For the past 3 years, I have sought out to play through games I never could due to one reason or another. These are the games I've completed since. I have now decided to just upload my journeys to YouTube so others may go through them with me. This is my journey through
Danganronpa.
Thing that has to start. There has to be an end.
Yeah?
If the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn.
Okay.
Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Okay. I'm playing for about an hour and a half. First one this time. You're early, Mukuro.
Listen,
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
however,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said. Byakuya! Byakuya? They're all hostile towards me. They arrived, one after another. They're all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. It wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
you called for me and so I appeared.
I'm Lee! Ah, strong silent master. So wonderful. So cool. So hot. My loins are ablaze. Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. My scissors, sharp scissors in hand. I'll stab and gouge and ship the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy gust faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If there were a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Hey, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope. Than the hope, huh?
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the class trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of
It'll be
my
over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready. Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Yes, I did notice I have 666 subscribers. Be the last time I repeated that there will be no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body. Finally, on steady legs. I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. 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 Deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. All alone in the universe. I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. 3 seconds. Oh. Yep. Yeah. I don't need to read all that. This is the final trial site. Okay, real quick. I really gotta piss. So I will be right back. Alright, chat. I'm sorry I lied. I also took a shit. Alright? Just letting you know. So. Oh, there's a bot in the Twitch chat. Fuck off. This is the final trial site. Oh my god, excuse me. Holy shit. What do you think? Isn't it just a perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's a long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin! And do. Okay, so a lot of the things that I said early on seem to be what's happening here. Okay, so the memory manipulation, I said that shit like chapter 2 or 3, I think. Something about Junko's body, because that had to be Junko's body. Okay. I have all I can get right now. I didn't really get any more, and I can't put any more, so... Yep, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. All rise.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
And that is?
So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super
Wait a minute, he's gonna take part? Oh my god, wait! I just realized!
That if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
I thought he was saying something important here.
I knew it. You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
He does? How?
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
Did we all get a picture and then
Coincidence. I too.
every single picture has that person not there?
Everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Ah, fuck.
How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Hey, I hit it.
No, that's wrong.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it.
Yep.
But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. Sakura, holy shit.
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Why is Sakura
So the
always
secret
fucking
of
with
these
Hifumi?
pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap?
I forgot he's here.
Trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Ready to reveal Monokuma's trap. This photo has a certain something in common. Regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos, and that person is the one who's got the photos.
A gun! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the
Junko
picture
is
Hiro
facing
got,
away.
he's
Every
the only
single
one missing.
picture, the one I got, her face is covered. I don't think I didn't fucking notice
I
that.
suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Where's Junko? Her face is covered by water.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
It was the truth probably. It's just that we happened to not be there in those days or something. Thing else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time?
Or is it the fact that
It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
is it about Junko?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Junko's face, just hit by water. Junko's turn around. Junko's turn around. Taka's covering her face.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
No!
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
Hmm? So you think they're fake? No. I assure you, they're quite real.
I figured.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either, but is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I went this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. For some other reason. Some terrible reason. An really unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Hangman's Gambit. Amnesia. Thanks for that. I knew it had to be something related to memory. Give me an M. Give me an E. Give me an S. You fucker, you tried to get me. Give me an A.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. There's no way to prove it besides those pictures. 5?
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No, that's wrong.
It's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent.
Shut up!
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lied? I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Yes, you were a cat.
We don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as
Actually, no, this came
reality.
first. You become a cat.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia.
Wait, what did
here.
Byakuya say? Oh, okay.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We all said a resounding
Say
yes.
No, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
You did too.
No, I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers.
Hers is never going like this.
You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
Absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time. But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
Are you sure about that?
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
Okay, maybe you got it.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret.
That voice acting.
I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
Hina was there too.
The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
I'd be shocked if you were.
It's not me!
I'd be shocked if you were.
I blame Makoto!
What?
Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Hey, I didn't plan that.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind
Oh,
himself.
brother.
Aw, nuts! You got me.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic.
We just established that
The
Monokuma's
mastermind's true identity will become
fucking
clear
controlling
soon
there.
enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
And that is?
We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual causes must have been...
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days
Made it
old.
Pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
But they weren't into my room.
How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
You get off on that too? Oh, okay, she swings both ways. She doesn't care.
I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Oh. Oh, Jesus. I don't think any of those actually work here. Might have to look everything up.
The ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Oh, nope.
Finished?
Okay, I see what it is.
You
Shoot.
didn't deny me this time, You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry. There wasn't anything cute about it.
Okay, I know what to shoot now. Alright. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to, but...
Obviously, she got all...
Boom! Perfect timing.
It's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's... maybe...
Anyway, so we can be sure
I'm
that
done.
Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
All those things, the
So
fucking
then,
spears.
What about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days...
Yeah, that's what's confusing me. That was a different person, because those hands didn't have fake fingernails.
Who was it that attacked you?
Nope, that's not what I meant to do.
Shoot!
I knew what I wanted to do, but it wasn't that one.
I got it!
For some reason, my brain said headmaster instead of mastermind.
Was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I
just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Mukuro is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Okay, buddy.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro was the one who attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious finger tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. But I don't think that's gonna help.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it
Right hand.
be the hips?
I'm pretty certain it was right hand. I'm pretty sure her head was facing that way. So, yeah.
It was
Oh, fuck
Mukuro
off.
Ikusaba.
Oh, god damn it!
Shoot.
I just realized I fucked it up. Give me back the right hand.
Is it the right or the left hand?
I didn't mean to. I'm throwing. I'm literally fucking throwing. Easiest game on the planet, and I'm fucking pressing wrong buttons. I forgot a second one pops up.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
No, that's wrong.
Fuck.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo.
That noise text is so troll. Yes,
So
it's
there's
so
no way
annoying.
the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
Jesus.
But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
That person wasn't wearing gloves. Didn't have any scars on her hand.
No snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
Also, they were tan.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Or anyone could say anything. Her gloves? Yep. Kyoko's removing her gloves. Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned
Awful,
skin.
Isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
Can I see them?
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor those words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Nope. No!
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Is that necessary?
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Did that to be a fucking
I
dickhead?
hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Just like yours too,
Then
bitch.
She was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here.
Yes.
To just store it somewhere?
The pool!
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Oh,
That's
shit.
right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
With my eyes, you fucking imbecile!
Nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
How are you alive?
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
We just said it.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened.
That was the evidence. What are you talking about?
But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Inconsistent in the biolab.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Must have to get her and think. Inconsistent in the biolab. Could you be talking about
By the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
this motherfucker?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
Oh, you this son of a bitch!
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Correct. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting closer to the truth of the biolab. If I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The consistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Oh shit, against Monokuma. I went sicko mode that one.
Listening.
Oh. Fuck! I said I went sicko mode and then I fuck it up.
I'm not listening.
This should prove it.
It didn't show me I had multiple, so I forgot about that part.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Uh-huh.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
That doesn't make sense. The number of lights should be on is...
I
I got it!
10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka. Junko. Leon. Shihiro. Mondo. Taka. Then Hifumi. Celeste. Sakura. Victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's
Correct!
right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But why would they do
If
that?
they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost.
Yeah?
How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Why is that? What does it take for that to make sense? Oh. Okay, fine.
Shoot.
I embarrassed myself.
gun! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Again!
And murdered again?
Yep.
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious.
Wait a minute. Was I fucking right?
Totally delusional.
That's not gonna fucking do anything. Or maybe actually will. It actually might. Hold on.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu... whatever?
Okay.
Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
Alright, hold on. Yes! Okay, just making sure.
Who is
Okay.
someone else? There's no way anyone was murdered.
No, that's wrong. Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
Yeah?
When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mm-hmm.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
And it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
Oh my god.
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive? No, hold on, wait. The body description of Mukuro in her profile was the same as the body. That's what Kyoko said. No. Is it? It'll be Kyoko's account or whatever? Hold on. 4 minutes.
Found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Oh, but damn it, that was dumb.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her.
Yeah, I don't think I used that.
Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Which one? Okay, wait, hold on. Profile. It should be the profile.
It wasn't Mukuro.
Boom.
No, that's wrong. No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds.
I thought it was 5'7".
Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Here's my answer.
I called this shit so long ago because of my brain.
It's the only possibility.
Because I was so confused. I was like, she's so cosplayed. People love her. Like, I'm so confused. Like, what? She died in the first hour.
Are you sure about that?
No, okay, not anymore.
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it.
She was dead. There's no question.
Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I'm into it now.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Tell him, Kyoko.
Oh? You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? Spectre, she was dead, I'm sure of it, but still, if she were alive somehow, maybe that Junko's not the one that died. It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Didn't we establish this? Cosplay. Oh. Oh, I don't know what word this could be. Hold on. No, replica wouldn't work. Oh, let me just try E. Where's E? Okay. Replay? Okay, L. Okay. Be either an I or an A. Oh, it was an A. Then it's an E. Alright. And then D.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing.
You don't get to say anything.
That had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Cookie Star.
There's just no way they could have switched like that.
What if they were switched from the very beginning?
The whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. Need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched.
I got it. The two
Hi.
may have switched places from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that
I've been saying this.
switched,
I fucking know it.
then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met
Yeah.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
It's easy to cover that up.
She could have hidden it with foundation. or
Exactly. I
something
said
like
that.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion.
That's why it's, you
exposing
can
the
see it.
tattoo
It's still kind
after
of
the
covered.
body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
And you're figuring this out now?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure. making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's
Oh.
that mean?
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he refuses to admit it, but he can still try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter because I've already figured it out. For the hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. Oh wait. What's that? Oh. But this one said it's completely unknown. And then there was another time where he told us, what is it? That it was Mikuro Ikusaba. I remember that. Is that it? Oh god damn it. The group photos, her face is covered. I thought it was gonna be it. Okay. You're right.
I got it!
Thank you!
While
I forgot about
was in
that part.
the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster. You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Mukuro saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
Oh my god. It wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage, and that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. Oh, I got it. Alright, so it's the pictures. I said that. Oh, again. Okay, I'm ready.
What? What do you want? That's impossible!
This should prove it.
Boom! I saw that shit immediately, fucker.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to
Because I was
cover up.
fucking
You
suspicious
did
of
the
Junko
same
for a
thing
while.
with this group photo.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstances come up. Junko's face is being hidden. I noticed. I got it!
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
I just realized Sakura did a fucking Shoryuken to Hifumi in the pool. What did Hifumi do? Why is Sakura fucking with him?
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew. Xanadu!
I believe
Xanadu?
everything Makoto said is true.
The fuck is Xanadu?
Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's
Yeah.
the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair. Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on! Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now!
Right now. Already? Oh, great. This is gonna take me so long. ABBA concert? What do you mean by that? I'm thinking this is this one, but let's see. Bio lab. Fucking. The knife! Survivor's attack failed. The mastermind fled my room. Was it this one and then this one here? Maybe. Just see. Maybe.
Here's exactly what happened.
Not entirely sure yet.
And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
My first time getting it right first try, I think.
The real Junko Enoshima.
Whee!
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
We still have some things to figure out, don't we? Ain't gonna be a bunch of dots all over this. Oh.
Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
No, it's not. I think.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
We still have the other
There's
mysteries.
still plenty more to go.
Ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. I fucking knew it!
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, and some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
I was not expecting her to come out and start talking like this. She did Edge's entrance.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Is that Joseph's fucking pose? Is she doing a JoJo pose right now?
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? The GOAT is here? The real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
It's unfortunate that technically that means I was spoiled. Like in a roundabout way, because Junko is fucking cosplayed to death to this day. 15 years after this game came out, I was wondering why. She died an hour into the game. So that made me suspicious of her. I was confused. If she wasn't cosplayed so damn much, I would have never thought about that.
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
She sounds like an AI voice.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. Nope.
Shoot!
You were worried? Okay. Okay. Okay, now I'm just trolling, I guess. Before arriving at school. Wait, really?
I got it! That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Fucking idiot.
And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
Oh, she did say it was all photoshopped. And also, her smile scared me.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem
She
the
has such a
same,
monotone
because she was a different
tone.
person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Alright, hold on, real quick. I have to check something. Yeah, I don't think it's a JoJo pose. It's just her pose. It's very close to one.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
What in the hell?
I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Watch your profanity.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
What?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that.
What the fuck is happening?
But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality
She sounds like
was even
Siri
greater
or
than
something,
I
or like
calculated. It was a lost
the number you
cause.
called has a voice message that
She was
or
nothing
whatever that
more
hasn't
than
been
a
set up yet.
player,
Goodbye.
impetuous,
That's what it sounds
unworthy of
like.
lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
Did she get bored of acting like that crazy before?
Which
So
is
she changed to
precisely why
this?
I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and
Oh,
did just
great.
what
Now
was
she's
planned,
animated by Kyoto Animation.
so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Jesus Christ.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Don't fuck with Monokuma.
How can you talk like that?
Talk like
You
that?
sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
This is
that's why
throwing me for a fucking
it's
loop.
not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
I do plan on watching it, yes.
That's not true at all. We were twins.
How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands.
What the fuck is going on? I think I've said that like 3 times.
Despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of
Yeah, the
death,
mushrooms is weird
I
too.
think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Correct!
Saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So, I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant.
I really want Toko to sneeze right now so Genocide and her can like just talk to each other. I really need that in my life.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do.
That was a long
We're
pause.
going to solve all these mysteries.
Alrighty then.
We'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
I'm so distracted by her voice acting right now. Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us. Memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to.
I got it.
I almost clicked the wrong one.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all.
Oh, we're back to this
Well,
one.
I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Theme.
I got it.
I guess that one, yeah. Thank you for letting me heal a bit.
Behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family.
Her voice.
For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Secrets. It had to do with the secrets, but I don't, what's the theme we're looking for here? The past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Mukuro got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the
I don't-
whole
this is
reason
my least favorite
Junko
one.
did what he did was to protect his secret.
This is my least favorite persona she has right now.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Money. Dreams, maybe? Greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Suspicion. They were, yeah. Something like that. It was either secrets or betrayal. No, god damn it, I didn't mean to do that.
Shoot!
I just wasted a fucking heart.
I got it!
My dumb ass.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway.
Call me
it
sweet
looks
cheeks.
like
Oh,
you answered
okay,
all of
buddy.
my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only
I forgot about
motives
this one.
that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same
Oh my God.
coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
Byakuya. I'm surprised Byakuya.
Weren't we
Byakuya.
discussing our missing
The
memories?
Byakuya
Why are
hasn't
you
said this shit
trying to
earlier.
change the subject?
I must have Byakugan for some reason.
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? all you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our
Did they fucking like
memories.
roll a dice?
Is that what you're
To,
saying?
whichever, like, they're like, okay, we need to change the personality. Let's roll a dice to see which one it is.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Because we chose to be here.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
What does that even fucking mean?
Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See
That was
your
adorable.
faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
Obviously, Monokuma. They took over the world?
Right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about should we recognize? The whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Okay, here we go. Memory photo, Master group photo.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I looked at this and I was like, wait. And then now that. Okay.
Nobody can remember anything.
Nobody That's wrong.
I need this interaction in my life.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate,
And Janice,
then
and she
even
wouldn't
if
just like
one
tell us.
personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Sneeze for a second.
You telling me to swap places with her? No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Thank you, Byakuya.
It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
Yep.
I'm
Thanks,
going to
Byakuya.
ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well,
Horror,
does it
horror,
look
horror.
familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question.
Oh,
What
shit.
happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
It's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Oh, my back.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay,
These two
so this
psycho
big,
bitches.
awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Is that why? Did Kyoko's dad try to get all these ultimate people so we can, like, be the last hope of humanity? I think that's what they were saying, right? So we could fix this problem? But did Junko fuck that plan up and kill him and just ruin everything? And that's why Mukuro was like, well, I don't really have a choice, do I?
And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Oh shit!
Live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the true tragedy!
This is the true tragedy. I vaguely remember, because I was editing a video, and I saw the fucking spaceship thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. And you mentioned that, I was like, oh wait, I remember when the ship came back down, it was just a bunch of bones. And all those bones were just put into that box. I completely forgot about it again!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Huh?
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Okay, get to the point.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
I'm not sure which one I should choose. I think the Togami family fell.
Correct! Well done, peasant!
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it!
My bad, fuck!
Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
I'm scared. Do some of these cosplayers pretend to be Junko like this too? Do they try to do this? Because I feel like that's just gonna be cringe.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got
Live and
fucked
vandalize a
years
graveyard. Ugh.
But hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? That don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Our memories are fucked with.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
We've been here a year?
I mean, you guys all started
2
attending
years.
Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
2 years ago. What does that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but
They're
in the
throwing
end,
so
you
much
can't
at me
deny
right
the
now,
truth.
and then with Junko's big ass personality disorder bullshit, it's just I'm just what the fuck is happening?
Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Where'd she get these props?
What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
So we have to answer somehow. What was the question she asked? What are the memories I took from you? Our time here.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Nope.
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously?
We've lost 2 years.
Every
worth of
time he
memories?
talks, just get it out.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period
I'm
of
watching an
time
anime right now.
is
That's what's happening.
precisely what
I'm
you
watching an anime
forgot.
with minimal animation. That's all. The past like hour, I feel like it's been like this.
That's not possible.
I haven't played shit. I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. That's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. There we go. Now I can play. Let me go through.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
I'm being Byakuya's freaking out.
2 years have passed? How freaking old am I?
Everyone's so conflicted.
I know there's evidence that reveals the time as students we lost.
Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, that's wrong.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
What's is something wrong?
What's it?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
2 whole fucking years.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man, I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
What is that? Huh?
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
Bitch, keep talking.
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
You have been doing a lot of expositioning, yes.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. You talking about the moment we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was...
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
Apparently you do too.
So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
Wait, does this mean none of them are high school students now? Like age? They're all adults?
Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce
Part 5 is the
yourselves
best
to each
part,
other.
so yes, you should keep watching it.
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
I thought you were done expositioning shit.
When everyone first came came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made
I'm
its
looking
way
so
here,
disrespectfully,
leading
I'm
to the
sorry.
extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
Hmm? What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
Oh
We
my
didn't ask
sweet
you to try to
merciful
understand.
Christ.
This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once!
Okay, looking.
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
Okay, so that's what that interview was, okay.
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! I said it twice!
I was about to say that.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster.
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
We don't
That's
have
why
a
he asked
choice.
us to make
Yep.
that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
The Prime Minister.
Believe
Yes!
he had something like that in mind, yes.
Yes!
If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Fantastic voice actor.
Yeah,
Actress.
the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the
Yep.
way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Whose fault is that?
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each
I
other
think both.
served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
This shows everyone in the world, outside world. That was. Jesus Christ. Broadcast or TV, whatever the fuck. Hijack? Oh, that, yeah. Thanks for giving me only 2 letters.
Now I understand.
And now back to watching. No more
You
playing.
hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
This is breaking my head.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking
I wish I
place
was
at
better,
this
like,
school
reacting so I
was
could
meant to
talk
be a
more, but
symbol of hope.
since I'm just watching, I just want to watch.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
And they died.
Realizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have
Yep.
to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take?
That's not giving and taking anything.
Shit! And
Oh, he
there's the
cursed.
reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You saw
Lost
the
and
mystery, but
hopeless?
despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See?
Oh my god, hers was doing it. I just said shit.
Doesn't necessarily
It's like an
lead
hour
to
ago, I feel like, at this point. That hers has been removed.
Despair too, like right fucking now.
Truth. Full of despair.
Not
That's...
to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
Yeah.
I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we
Then all the people that...
murdering each other
Literally for nothing, yep.
for nothing? And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates.
Yeah, Kyoko's
We
freaking
spent
out now.
2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right?
I can't believe Genocide Jill said that.
So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait,
Could
hold
there
on.
be?
You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
I used to know what Schrodinger's cat was,
If
not
so,
anymore.
What then?
Like 2 years ago, I saw like a YouTube short talking about it. I remember nothing about it now.
Hide and seek for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure.
Then take down one of the fucking...
I'm not lying about any of this.
Take down one of the windows at least.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
Is he like the ultimate hope or something? Cause that's crazy that he's still not he's like, fuck you, I'm not giving in.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want.
Oh, okay.
But we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Oh, yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
I barely played!
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
I was about to say.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh, let me me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside.
Oh, this bitch!
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Mukuro, you're up!
I figured.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Mukuro will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Mukuro, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful.
Kyoko didn't say anything yet.
Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Junko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your
No.
fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair.
Quick, hero, just like go like this to her neck.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's
Beach!
time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. Is this a choice I have to fuck? I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair? That's not really living at all. This never came up.
We won't give up.
That's a whole...
As
20
long as
minutes.
there's
That's a
hope,
lot.
We'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
We still haven't seen it for ourselves. Wait. Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Damn, I don't know what the I don't know. I have. So the bed of despair, the world of despair. You are in despair. I'm gonna do something. Everyone's gonna become consumed by despair. Oh shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. I actually have to fucking. Oh my god! 6 more tries, and I can't fucking shoot the wrong one.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of
That didn't
Hope's
count.
Peak
All right, cool.
Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Yeah.
The reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all been. All of you will have to go into the world outside. So, will you just die?
Oh shit! I don't know what to fucking shoot, or what to shoot with.
We won't give up.
I don't know.
As long as there's hope,
I
we'll
saw
never
Hope and
give
wanted to
up.
shoot it.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all.
This
All
wastes
of
so
you will
much
have to
time.
go
Holy
into the
shit.
world outside. So, will you just die?
Oh my god. My own hope.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
You tell him, hero.
So that's why. That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here.
That's the first thing that sounds what you said all game.
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Do I gain a heart for that?
We won't give up.
Nope.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
What's happening? Why is it going again? Wait a minute.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Oh, it's because everyone else has their own
I decided to have faith
periods
in myself.
or ellipses.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics
This one
lab.
should be Hina.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura
Aww.
do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Oh, I love this.
That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
This feels like when we're like in the end of Persona 5, we're all talking shit to Yalda both. Alright, I
decided to have faith.
By the way,
I don't have to.
the
I don't want to hear all
only
this.
reason is thanks to the air purif. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die,
You tell her.
fires will screech to a halt.
In other words,
As soon as the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Let's hope now.
Even you, genocidal maniac.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
All right. Good for you. Yeah.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
And
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all been living will. I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
You were easy to convince. Got it.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Oh, wait. Okay, I almost fucked that one up. Go, Byakuya.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Oh.
Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Okay, buddy, you love me.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
we
Well,
won't give up.
the
As
song.
long as
Wait,
there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
I kind of want to play it all right now.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in
Danganronpa.
myself.
By the way,
I got
the
goosebumps
whole
everywhere
plot is
just now.
totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die,
That's so anime to play the fucking opening right now.
in other words, as soon as I die, the communal
Danganronpa.
life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside. Where
You
only
forget
death
it in.
and despair are waiting.
Oh, you told me what to do.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life.
I didn't even realize you said that. Hello, the spicy chicken
what are you
sandwich.
gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
There we go.
Don't lose hope now.
Yeah.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one
Oh,
thing
my
I
knees
am
feel
sure of.
fucking weird right now.
He would never want us to abandon Mukuro and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't
I am
understand?
well.
Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
They feel weird. It was like cracking when I was moving it just now.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true,
I said that. Oh my knee.
the ultimate hope.
I just hit my knee on my fucking desk.
What the?
The other knee.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope. I fucking said that and I fucking hit my knee on the desk. Ow!
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip.
Unhip.
Shut up. Lame.
I'm not in lead of anything. of Elite anything. Hope it isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still... I'm not that old! Oh, here we go. Alright. I'm locked in.
You suck. What do you want?
Oh.
So uncool.
Oh my god.
You dare to stand against us.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hope is a joke.
Slow it down there for a second.
Your idiocy ends here.
Yo, yo, yo!
From despair. I just love this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow it down there!
You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You're unbearable. Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Oh, well, I'm
Suffer
fucked.
From despair.
I'm so fucked.
Love despair. Everything is pointless.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Yes, but Jesus!
Give up yet.
Favorite time button. I forgot what button. I pressed a button and I forgot what button it was. Hold on. Can I? I can't see it right now. Oh, I can. Okay, I pressed space, but I forgot about Nega time. When this happens, the tempo marker will disappear, making it more difficult to match the timing. In addition, oh, that's them. Okay. Okay.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you? Your idiocy ends here. You're gross. Suffer from despair. I just love despair.
Woo!
You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You're unbearable. Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
For some reason something just clicked.
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Something just clicked.
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going.
I just realized for some reason when it said negative, I thought I had to shoot in between the negatives. That's what fucked me up.
I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Here we go. Damn it! That was the closest I had. Straight A's up until the end. God damn it.
It looks
What a
like
time.
we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
There's someone thrown to the screen. I swear it was an
Put an
Italian
end to the
kitchen.
killing.
That's a way to put it.
With our own hands.
The hell?
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
Okay, I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna voice act this bitch. I lost? Me? No way! It can't be! You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just...
Well, that... Thank you for doing it for me.
Totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
We come this far and fail at the very end.
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about? Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was born of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade of despair. Oh, the utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I am so hopelessly happy right now. Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat
Let me tell you
myself.
this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone! You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko! Stop it! Stop it! I hate those faces you're making! You see, those awful looks causes me nothing but pain!
There's one last thing.
Fine. Let me just say one last thing. Oh my god, excuse me. If you guys want to get all hung up on the world of hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope. But there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we... Shut up, shut up! That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue! I'm almost done, though. So whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right? You really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to...
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is a taste of despair of death that you only get once in life. So...
Don't get in my way.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful.
That's right.
Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh, didn't even drag her. She just kind of walked along. Wait, that everything? The ultimate punishment. The 1,000 blow. She. Wait. Even blast off. And she's having the time of her life. I'm sure to fill out the despair I felt when I found out Happy Gilmore 2 was announced as more than she could ever imagine. What do you mean by that? What? Did you hate Happy Gilmore 1 or something? And that's how everything came to an end. Even though it kind of didn't, because there's 2 more games. The Final Class Trial, Junko Enoshima, The Ultimate Despair, Life at Hope Peak Academy. It was all over. Oh, she is having the time of her death. Yep, that's a good one. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair. Yep, yep. Do you want to save the data? Abso-fucking-lutely. I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. Because it's my first visual novel, so I was scared. I was like, I'm gonna get bored. I've heard about how visual novels are. Because you just kind of just like, you're like reading a book, basically. You're playing a book is what I've heard. But thank you, Persona, for preparing me, because Persona's like, half of it is a visual novel. Let's fucking go. It's not like the building exploded or collapsing on itself or anything. That wasn't a kind of ending wing for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. Thank you for playing this awful game. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Persona 5 counts visual novel. It technically doesn't, but half of it is basically a visual novel. There's other shit you do in it, but for the most part, it's all just like the talking and like the whatchamacallits, the social links to confidants. That's all like visual novel bullshit. Going around and like going to fucking like to jobs and shit. That's visual novel bullshit. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As I awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. Danganronpa to turning Zero Escape series to make you think and interact a lot instead of just reading. I need to see how much Danganronpa costs on Xbone. It's probably like $5. I don't remember how much like this cost, because I remember I had no money at the time and I was still able to afford this. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Your favorite visual novel is Doki Doki Literature Club? Is that what that fucking says? A whole 30s music to listen to.
You out,
oh, come, okay.
Ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
I've never played that game, but I understand the reference there. I understand the reference.
In other words,
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it'll be our way out of here. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never specifically said that she let us out of here alive. Thank you for the follow, the spiky, I keep saying that, the spicy chicken sandwich. I can't read. Thank you for the follow.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe?
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. How are you why are you alive? That's another question.
my beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam up so far up. Huh? Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married? And he'll get... Nope.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
Is what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks...
Serious?
Maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world is a lie. Then on the other side of this door is a world of peace, as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. I'll get the hose set on very cold water. What, for fucking Toko to just, like, down, girl? Where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? This is so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there's also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it. That by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward, no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. Nope.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. Bad idea.
Hey.
What are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and mix them myself. That's hope right there. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. Ugh, I get it now. And there's no road, you gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope. Let's fucking go. I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin. Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone on the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. What can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys, you guys want your fortunes told anywhere,
Sakura deserved
anytime.
better.
You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't
Sakura deserves
guarantee
to be
I'll
here with
actually
us.
bother listening, but you know.
Why is Hiro here and Sakura isn't? This is unfair.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about
Yes, Sakura's the big
Master
strong girl.
and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. By pushing this button, I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands, hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. The fucking guns moving scared me. Fuck! That shit was loud! Wait. But that was it? American Miyokata. Let's see if there's any voice actors in Japanese that I know. So far, none. I don't recognize a single one of these voice actors. That's it for Danganronpa 1. Remember to say post credits? Yeah, I will. I will. Woo! I am very happy. Oh, that had to do with what they did with the thing there. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you for reminding me. I will check the bad ending. Yeah, I don't recognize a single one of those voice actors. I finished this way faster than I thought I would. I did this shit in like a week. Hello there.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Finished every chapter. All's well that ends. What was my mouse? My mouse is on the other. There we go. And that is it for Danganronpa. Let's go, baby! Bad ending. Okay, so let's see if this is the correct one. Yep. Maybe I can skip a bit. So like here. Oh wait, yeah, it is right here. Okay, it's like right here, right?
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie that...
Oh, I just realized I don't have chat up anymore.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation.
Okay, so I didn't. Okay, come on now.
There's no doubt about it.
Correct.
Thank you.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
I forgot that I could slow it down. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Wait, but I want to see the rest of this. Hold on. I want to see the rest of this. Until the actual bad ending. Let me see.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape, so I lost. That's all this means. Then,
Huh?
Are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time. okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
And Monokuma. Oh. Good job. You got it right. Really right. We got it right. Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko.
Now then,
I prepared an extra special. Oh,
special punishment.
is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Is hers is the same as mine, right? Probably, right? Yep, it's the same one. Wait, is that why she was going like this? Because here, Mokuma's doing that. Oh damn, she's actually kind of feeling despair. Oh man. Well, I'm glad I chose the right answer. The class trial of Mukuro Kusaba came to an end. Regardless of, oh, even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. The case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Poor Toko, I guess. Also, poor Hina then, because there's she's got a exactly, yeah. The more you look at it, the more wrong it gets. What the fuck? What happened to Toko? Why is Byakuya smiling? What? Why she's getting impregnated by all of them? All these children. So okay, so it looked maybe so. I guess Byakuya was first. Byakuya was first, and then Makoto, and then. What the fuck is happening? Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope? No? That's somehow worse. Okay, then it goes back. Okay, I got it. Oh. The funniest thing about this bad ending is that it meant Yasuhiro's prediction that he and Makoto Shin will be the same mother was accurate. Oh. Don't know if you even care about Hiro, but he actually predicts it's 30% hit. Oh, that's that's the exact comment I'm reading as you typed it.